Hi guys, going to take you through a quick video on how to set up and use Orange Slice Rubric add-on for Google Docs to score an assignment that you've given in classroom. We're going to walk all the way through it. So this particular assignment, I'm having the kids take pictures with their cell phones and upload them to their Google Drives of their project from at least 3 different angles. If you have a specific criteria, you may have them take pictures of specific things, and you can paste that in your score sheet here that you've started. I've also got a rubric that we previously developed using in a PLC group. It's a 4-point rubric with 6 categories. And I'm going to just copy that rubric so that I can add it over here in my assignment so that I can use it with Orange Slice. Now here's a key. It has to say in this upper right hand corner, rubric categories, plural. If you just put rubric category or rubric, Orange Slice will not pick it up. It has to say rubric categories, and that's the mistake I made the other day in the tech department meeting. Okay, so we're going to go to add-on. We're going to come in here to Orange Slice, and we're going to say score rubric. What it will do is instead of bringing us to the screen where it lets us set up a rubric, it brings us to the screen saying, hey, there's already a rubric in here. Okay. And if you don't have, if you don't have the add-on in here because you've never used it before, you'll have to go to Get Add-ons and then search the store for Orange Slice Teacher Rubric, and then you can add it. Okay, I don't want my scoring box to be up here at the top, so I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to move it down here below my rubric, and you can freely move things around and rearrange them how you want on the page. All right, so now it's telling us how are we going to use this rubric to score. Well, I have 4 points, and I have 6 categories. So I'm going to make this assignment worth a total of 24 points. Okay, I could, and you can see it automatically picks up our 4, 3, 2, 1. I could set category weights where maybe printed information counted twice and all the rest count single. It's done via percentages. So when you click the weighted category, you can say this one counts 10%, 10%, 20%, 10%, 10%, or whatever, as long as these percentages add up to 100 when you're done. Okay, so you can weight categories if you want. If you don't click that box, they're all going to be weighted equally. Okay, so I'm going to say finished at this point, and then I'm going to close this out. So this is my template that I'm going to give to the kids to turn in their project. It's called Tech Assignment. I'm going to come over here to my classroom, and I'm going to assign this assignment to the kids. All right, and we'll call this race car. Actually, we'll do the one you were showing me the other day. Crash test egg. Okay. So now we're going to attach that assignment for the kids to turn in. So when we come in here, it's automatically going to be in my recent assignments, but I could navigate to the folder where I put it in my drive. By attaching this assignment, remember the kids aren't going to be able to change your template. That's going to stay securely in your drive. So I'm going to say add, and we're going to make each kid get their own copy. Whether we want to set a due date or any of that, it's standard in classroom. We're not going to go through those choices right now. So we're going to assign this assignment. Okay, and that's going to take it a second because it is actually kind of making copies for all the kids. Now I'm going to switch over to my student account so we can see it from the student side. And you'll see I only have one assignment in this test class right now, and it's that crash test egg. They click on the assignment. Here is their score sheet. They click on that. Okay, they're simply going to click where we want them to and insert their pictures. All right, so I'm going to pick that one, add it in. The kids can resize the picture to make it smaller or bigger, depending on what you want from them. Okay, they can insert a second picture here from a different angle. Okay, obviously I'm just using generic pictures. One thing you might have the kids do is right when they're done inserting all 3 of their pictures or 5 of their pictures, however many you require of them, you might have them put their cursor right before the rubric and add a page break so the rubric and the scoring box all appear on a separate page just to make it easier for them to view, but that really isn't a requirement. Now we're going to score this rubric. We're going to come up to add-on Orange Slice as a teacher and score it. But I'm still in my student account right now, and the student hasn't turned in the assignment. So we're going to turn it in. Okay, and the student can say, do I want to turn in this assignment? Yes, turn it in. All right, so they've turned it in. I'm going to shrink my student down. I'm going to come back here. We can see we now have the one student done. We're going to click on that. We're going to go into the assignment, just like we would do in any classroom assignment. Up comes their pictures of their assignment. We're going to come up here to add-ons and open up Orange Slice, which should now already be installed on your machine because you used it previously. Okay. Notice it brings up each of the categories that are down here in the rubric. Okay, it tells you the name of the category and the descriptors as well as the points, so you don't have to scroll down to look at the rubric. So we're going to analyze the pictures they inserted and give them the points. As soon as we click on a point in a category, it shrinks it back up. All right, so we've now graded all of them. We're going to say process grade. Takes it a second and makes that little ellipse come up and says graded. Now when we scroll down to the rubric, the kids will see the highlighted tabs of where they occurred. They'll also see when you graded it, the number of points you gave them, and what that equates to as a percent out of 100. Okay, you can type additional comments in here. Your egg survived, period. Okay, we'll put yay. Okay, so we have our little scoring guide down here. One of the nice things about this is if you have, say they got a failing grade the first time and their egg was crushed and you want them to redo it. Okay, you have them redo it, you unsubmit it, they resubmit it in classroom. You come back in here into the rubric, you can then go into grades and rescore this rubric. So say he got a 4 there and then a 4 here, so he improved in those two, and you say process grades. What will happen is it'll move these two over into the 4. It'll put a second grading category here with the different dates. It happens to be the same day in this case. And so they can see their growth in the assignment. They can also click on process review down here, and they can get a little bit more elaborate chart of how they improved on their growth. Okay, so now as a teacher, we're done with this assignment. We simply notice it changes the name of it automatically too, and adds the graded in front of it and the point value up here to the name of the assignment that was previously in their drive. So you can see a visual of how the assignment name is. And I close that. We're all set. We're done scoring with Orange Slice. We can click on the next one, etc., and progress through them.